Hey, I'm Resonant Yes.
And I'm Road Not Taken.
And this is going to be a tough one.
Yep, I'm already getting emotional.
I know, me too. So we've got some difficult news. Well, difficult for us, and not the kind of thing that normally I guess you'd share on a podcast, except you guys have been with us for the journey.
And this is a podcast focused on issues of love, so this is one of the issues of love.
That's right. So RNT and I have decided to split up. And it was not an easy decision, but it's one we reached together. And it's one that we are trying to love each other well through and love ourselves well. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair to say.
Yeah. And we really care about each other, and we care about this podcast.
Certainly, and there's absolutely no plans to just disappear out of each other's lives. Mm-mm. There's no plans to disappear out of each other's podcast. There is...
That's right.
Just a plan to sort of fork the road and go our separate ways relationally.
I guess in terms of marriage.
In terms of marriage.
Yeah, I mean, we won't obviously get into detail because it's our business, but we reached a point where we realized we had two different and competing sets of life choices that we wanted to make, and those choices couldn't coexist.
That's true.
And frankly, I'm obviously very, sad, but I also think we did the brave thing.
Yeah, I think we both turned our heads away from it for a long time, and then when we finally said out loud the way we felt about one very specific, very important thing to us, it hit us that our two realities couldn't live in the same house. Mm-hmm. So
that's right.
It's hard, but it's good. But it is really hard right now.
I think it will be good long term. It doesn't feel good at all.
I think good in the, we're doing a good thing.
I think so too.
Sense. Not good like it feels good. It doesn't feel good.
No, it does not. So we're right in the middle of it, and we wanted to interview each other. We actually started this podcast 90-whatever episodes ago by interviewing each other. I think you interviewed me, and then I ended up interviewing you, and so I thought maybe we could ask each other a couple of questions about it.
That sounds great.
Is that okay?
Yep, you are going to hear me snuffling around a little bit, so please just ignore it, everyone.
I'm fighting my own snuffles. So the first question that I wanted to ask was, how are you doing with all of this?
Well...
And are you okay?
I am okay overall. Yeah. I am having good days and I'm having bad days. I'm sort of going through all the stages of accepting this. And sometimes I feel intense rejection. I find it everywhere. And sometimes I feel a lightness that comes with just only living for yourself. And neither one lasts. They kind of all the emotions that I have are very momentary right now. They're very temporary, and they sort of oscillate back and forth. But I think I'm doing my best not to think too hard about it, because I think there's plenty of time to do that.
Yeah, not to sit and dwell on it.
Yeah, I think if I dwell at this point, it would be a little catastrophic for me.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I'm having a lot of the same experiences. I feel lonely, and in some ways there's just a big missing piece of my heart, and I feel kind of unloved in that particular way, even though I know that I'm loved. I definitely feel sad a lot, and I also try not to dwell on it too much. I do feel some hope, I guess, for the future, only because I know that when we make the right choices and the brave choices, most of the time it tends to lead to a better future. So I'm okay, but I'm lucky enough to be surrounded by a really good support system, and when things get really hard, that helps.
Yeah, agreed.
And I think I'll be okay, but yeah, these are hard days.
Yeah. One unexpected difficulty is whenever we made this decision to separate, I moved out of the house.
Yeah.
And coming back has been so much more difficult than I expected it would be.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
Yeah. But that leads me into my question that I have for you.
Okay.
So I have been limiting the amount of times and the amount of time I am spending here. And that's one way I'm caring for myself. And so my question for you is, what are you doing for self-care in this time?
Wow, that's good. I'm reaching out to others a lot more than I historically have. People who can offer me advice, people who can just listen, and people who just can hold space for me. I am spending time alone, but doing things that make me happy that I don't usually do. Even just dipping up and watching a TV show. Like, I generally didn't do that much. It was always a couple thing, you know what I mean? Just reminding myself that it's okay to do self-care that way. And I think, the other thing I'm doing is taking this in small bites. So every time I want to text or reach out or call or come over and knock on the door, you know what I mean? I don't do it, even though the temptation is very strong, because I know that I can do this in small chunks, but I can't say to you, you need to be my support through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though you've been supportive, and I've tried to do the same, I'm trying to take it in small chunks and then work through those myself as much as I can. And of course, continuing to go to a therapist.
Yeah, likewise. On the therapy part.
What about you? Are there ways that solo? You mentioned not coming over is a way that you take care of yourself. Are there ways that solo you take care of yourself?
Yeah, there are. I've been listening really closely whenever I hit a hard point to what I need in that moment. So sometimes it's as cryptic and weird as you really need to go do some arts and crafts about it. And then sometimes it's as easy as contact someone you know will be like instantly loving toward you. So like I have a friend, my best friend, who I know if I call her and I tell her even like I'm feeling a little bit down, she'll be like, "You were the baddest bitch you ever," so you just need somebody to
you really do
to love you enough that like they can sometimes be that for you whenever you can't be that for yourself. And I know it's all about self-care, but sometimes my way of getting cared for is allowing someone to care for me.
I count that as self-care because you're reaching out and saying, "Please come help."
Yeah, so I've been doing that. I actually am very, I was just telling ROI right before this conversation on air that I have met all of the young women who live in my building, and there's only 5 or so apartments, and they're all women in their early 30s, and so we have been hanging out, and like one of them has a puppy, and that's so healing just to like snug a puppy for a little while.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful. I think I'm making my own home within myself. Does that make sense? I'm sort of creating something in myself that I looked for
with me. Yeah.
But yeah, I've just been surrounding myself with the things and the people that I need.
That's really good. Have you found that you're reaching out more than you used to people in your life? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, because I didn't reach out at all before, but it's very it's been kind of eye-opening almost if you are so used to and have been in a relationship for 10 years. When something comes up, you forget how many things your partner is a stand-in for, and they are the person who, reaches the thing you can't reach on the shelf. They are like all the things that you don't think about. So you have to sort of find a way to either make peace with not having that or replace that with like getting a step stool and setting an alarm every 30 minutes overnight. So it's been a different, I think of that as self-care too.
Yeah.
Because it's like teaching myself how to do alone.
Yeah, I'm doing the same. You ready for one more?
Yeah.
Okay, so my last question is, for you, what are your hopes for the podcast?
Well, I would hope that we could be healthy enough long term, in terms of where we both go, to continue working on this together, and maybe not every week, because creating a physical and emotional distance is going to be, I guess, paramount to our healing. But I think I hope that we can continue to make them, at least sometimes we can continue to make them together. I think that this has been your baby since jump. I think when you told me about this years before you started it, it was like your dream. So I think if it came down to it, I could be a very special guest star on your podcast. But my hope is that we could do at least some of them together.
That is 1,000% my hope too. As many as you're willing to. I mean, this has been you and I the whole way. And it's hard to imagine the podcast without your voice on it, but I can live with maybe just not, if it's not every week, or we don't come out every week anymore, but if it's not every episode, that's okay. But I can't imagine doing this without you. So I would really like that. Anything else that you want to talk about or share?
No, I guess just that even though we're taking time to care for ourselves, we're still here for you guys, and would love to hear from you, and just please understand, I guess, if content looks strange or different or non-existent for a little while, it's because we're trying to manage our own experiences of what's going on.
That's right. I mean, this episode here will come out a month after the previous one, right? That's not normally what we do, but we have life things. Well, I'm really glad we could chat about it. And hey, you guys, I'm really glad that we get to do this with you. And I'm looking forward to a lot more great advice from a lot of really great guest experts on all kinds of topics. I'm looking forward to a lot more really great questions. Hopefully we haven't chatted with the CAP folks yet, but hopefully we'll be able to do something CAP or at some other gathering. But mostly just know that we really care about this, and we care about you, and we care about each other. We still love each other, and we still love doing this. Is that fair?
That's fair. 100%.
100%. All right. We'll see you guys next time on Love and Brief.